Hello peeps, Drago here, welcome back to another episode of Starmade, of course from the Starsquadron server, and I just made a big mistake. You know, shipyards have coming out, and I, wanted to prepare some of those thingies, and then I realized, those are too small to actually build like gangways in them or walkways and stuff like that. So yeah, they're cool and all, but we also need some bigger ones. And I tried to delete these and see what that damn deletion tool did to me. Like, anyway, I wanted to redo this thing here anyway, so I guess that's not the biggest of a deal. So we are going to remove this as well. Yeah, that's going to come freeze as well. So, and give the thing here more of an... I mean, while we're at it, we can also like make this more a roundish room. Can't remove block, inventory full. Oh yeah, that might be an issue. Sorry. Let's see, we need the faction module back and we need to set that properly. Let's see, and the faction signature and make faction home. Yeah, okay. So we did that. And now I'm wondering, I think I had a mass enhancer here. Like that. So in general, I kind of would like to implement more building. So as you see here, I'm working on a replacement for those turrets because they soak so much power meanwhile. So I thought, well, then I have to build smaller ones, I guess. Which is cool because then we have more space in that ship as well. That I brought, that's the old version. I brought that over from the old, where the old station was. And yeah, so basically I have that to build, I have that to rebuild, I have that to remake, I have still that to build, I have these to build. Well, these are part of these and these, but you know. And then shipyards come along, so I am, how to say that? Pretty busy, I guess. Okay, let's see. Like, these are intended to go like that, right? And there were 7 wide. Maybe not all of them like this. Probably. Okay, now let's see. How do we figure out? Yeah, we need to figure out. Okay, so you are not connected here. That one's connected with the one on the far end. So if that one's connected with the one on the far end, I think we need one here. And there we see that this one is connected to these. So we will put that one here. Okay, yeah. I think I got it. Not sure though, but let's see. So like this, and that going like that. Yeah, hopefully that is kind of how it was. And here we replaced, wait, now I need the symmetry plane. Yeah, so I'm going to repair this, and then, well, actually, I am not only going to repair this, I am also going to do a lot of other stuff. And yeah, you know what? I think, I mean, the thing is, I would like to show you much more of what I do off camera. But as I don't have time to record all the time because I can't, narrate when people are around or TV's loud or, stuff like that. I am thinking about now just doing the announcement of me doing more stuff here and then record the other stuff while I may not be able to narrate over it, but, just record visuals, and maybe then we end up with a lot of footage and I'll put some music under it, yada, 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 and you guys can see, basically what happened. And yeah, of course, I mean, as soon as I can, I'll talk about it. But for now, just for now, just know that my time being able to narrate is pretty limited. Okay, let's see. So this goes like there. All right, yeah, just enjoy the music. And we are back. So this is our finished central piece, which in the meantime, its build block got removed twice. So I had to rebuild this twice, and I didn't show that on camera. I'm sorry. And actually I had recorded building more, but the footage got lost. Well, it does not, like, it's not, you know, the software cannot, anyway, doesn't matter. So you're wondering, like, hey Drake, is that like all? And no, of course not. So we are in build mode, and now I prepared some modules which I would like to introduce to you now. So first I want to add a door which should be opened manually. Let's see if I can find that. That one. And then we need to go into paste mode, right? And you see the thing is pretty bulky. Okay, so let's see how to get this. Okay, so we had to add these. And now we have a working door. Sadly, the templates, they are not getting saved with attached rail units, yada yada. Okay, next we want to add that adapter, right? And template loaded, paste. No, no, no. Right on it, right on it, right on it. On. No, not sideways, on it. There we go. That's it. Okay. So this is just a connection piece between other pieces. And you know, this framework here, and now I have a really cool piece for you guys. Load. That one. That one. That is. No. There we go. That should be it. That should be it. Okay, so let's see. Moving away. You see that? Now we have these sections, and we have these scaffold frame thingies, and basically this way we are able to put the shop, like the shop module, in kind of a central space and arrange parking slots like all around it, and then having the station put a bit further away. So let me just add another one. Okay, so like this, because then we really, we're going for quite the distance here. And now I want another of those door sections. Put that there, and then I want that one to be an automatically opening one. Like, you walk into it and it detects, so manual over there, like only members of same faction can operate the door, and this one being automatic, just for. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah, and I have to fix these. Yeah. I will hollow this thing out now and prepare that for automatic detection, and then we'll save that template as well. Because most of the doors most likely will be like those automatic opening ones, like yeah, you know, Star Trek, sci-fi. Yeah. I think what we really could do is doing that thing. Okay, because I wanted to show how to build this turret. Just because people were asking a lot about how I do them. Okay, so basically we have the core here, right? And this is basically just a hull, right? So it's a nice shape, you know, you see rockets in here, yada yada yada, or warheads or whatever. And that thing can move. Why does it not move up and down? Oh, this sucks. I might have to redo that. There we go. Now I can go up and down. Awesome. Anyway, what I wanted to show you, and we have to look at this in, you know, build mode, is that this thing, no matter how far it like tilts down, is still able to turn like in the footprint of yeah, even that part, you see that? So it's able to turn 360 no matter how far up or down it looks, okay? Because a missile computer should point upwards anyway, I actually could put that there. Yeah, I want the missiles to go, you know, up. Possibly that is not so important as... Yeah, that should be the Bobby AI, because we have to... Okay, let's make it this way. We put explosive here. We put the beam weapon like there. And we put the missile like facing up. Up there. And then we have the Bobby AI. Do we have a Bobby AI on us? No, that's camera. That's a Bobby AI. Then we have the Bobby AI facing the normal direction again. Front, please. Like this. Okay. So all the controls pretty much there. Now let's see if I can still build it all the way back. Yeah, works. Great. Now let me say this is the master of that, that, and that. And now we need to add a few missile tubes. The really interesting part now is with the new missiles, like how strong are they? How many block of missiles will result in how much damage? There's not much space here, so one of the interesting parts is figuring out how many of those missile modules you can put in here without having to like, and still get the 1:1 ratio for missile tubes and effects and, you know, that stuff. Okay, so we now have put on 31 total size, and that thing does 9k damage. So with the other blocks together, it should then be around 27k-ish damage, I guess. Let's see if we can confirm that. And now we got 39 already. Maybe we should think about that once again. So I guess around 40 blocks we can fit into these thingies. Let's select that one again. Okay. So let's add more missile tubes. Pointing upwards, please. Thank you. Like 12 more. That's a lot. But yeah, we will go with that. Now we select that thing and we'll add 12 more of these. How about like that? Now the entire turret is filled up. That's awesome. Let's see if the number fits. 41 blocks. Yeah. Let's keep it that way. And that is 117k damage for nearly 600k energy. We go with 600k energy, and there is one shot every 44 seconds. Okay, now comes the interesting part, because now that we know all these values, right? Actually, let's make a little screenshot of that, like that. Now that we have all these values, I think of what we should do is go into the turret. Actually, can we fire this? Does the station has that amount of power at its disposal? I'm not sure about that. Anyway, we are leaving here. This does not concern us any longer because the turret is done, the turret part. And what I now want to do is I want to alter that thing. Oh right, we need another really important stat, and that be the math, the actual mass of that thing. Jace is online. Gmod was online as well, but I guess he logged off or something. So what's your math? That's 65.4. So 50 is free, and we need 14 more. We get 3.5 with every math enhancer. That means for around 15, like we need around, well, 4 mass enhancers would be 12, 13, 14. Well, we should go for around 5 mass enhancers in the turret body. Well, because this is barrel and the other one is, but yeah. You know, there's one axis and there's the other axis, and the last axis, the actual part that fires, I always name barrel, though this is a missile turret, so it's no actual barrel, but you know. Same thing, because it does the firing part, so yeah. Let's start with the interesting part here, because we already have a power supply system in place, which is one group, and that one group drains 7.6k and consumes 9.6k. So with 7.6k over the course of 45 seconds, that is not 600k energy. So we need to make this 600k energy. How much power can you provide? 0440 times 45 seconds. That's 600k energy. There we go. Now that this thing is able to provide the ship with 600k energy over the course of 45 seconds. And this turret will have to pull all the energy to fire out from the ship. The ship basically is able to act as power storage for its turrets, okay? Now we need to make this turret also generate the power to keep this power supply thing running. It takes 17k every second. We are just doing this with the every second thing because, yeah, I know it's not like, it does not fire constantly, yada yada. But for simplifying ways, we are just saying we need those 17k of power generation on the ship. This thing is going to be heavy. The ship just has to have the mass enhancers for one turret's math to support a bunch of turrets. Now we are doing 16k energy per second. Now that thing can actually support this beam. That's a pretty big turret body, like mass is 33, not too shabby. Yeah, because it's just systems and hardly any armor. Now we are not left with a lot of excess energy. That's 200 something, so let me put some shield region and shields on that thing. Let's leave here, we are done here. Go back into the turret body. Yeah, it's an back and forth thing, but if you want to do it right, you can either do it my way, or you need to be really good with a calculator. I'm more of the, yeah, I might figure it out eventually, guy. Okay, so that's really cool. We got turret body and turret together. Question is, how powerful are these 100 or 20k-ish damage? Because now it can only damage a block when the block in between have been removed. Yeah, maybe that changes a lot. Oh, that's 1k. Okay. So we would have to put down 600 of these. Let's quickly check how many power transfer modules we have in the structure. And the structure, power transfer module, power supply beam. No, that's not even close to 600. So the supply beam setup here requires way less space than trying to store the power. So it's more efficient doing it that way and abusing the ship's power tank capabilities for our purposes. Okay, so doing this turret pretty much lengthened the episode, but last Friday I could not put out an episode because we were so busy real life, right? I kind of tried to make it up a little bit. That's why I did this build here and did the turret build with you guys. And hopefully you really enjoyed that. If so, please leave a like. And when it comes to supporting us, you know, there's another issue I'd like to talk about. It is a bit delicate because normally I hate asking stuff of you. Because I hate, I'm not the begging kind of guy, so that's not my thing, right? But when it comes to the Starmade Reddits, and that's not just affecting me, that's pretty much affecting a lot of people, except a few. So, which is why I am like a bit upset about this. It seems like, I understand self-promotion is getting downvoted, okay. I also understand that people are annoyed by people only posting videos. Got that, okay? Great. But then, for a subreddit with this small amount of subscribers, the amount of downvoting that happens pretty much every day is like, seriously guys? You don't want any new content there? And this has increased after some recent events. I'm just speculating here, but I guess there have been people which now want to utilize the Reddits for their purposes, and to do that they have to basically cut out competition, right? And so what I am just would like to ask of people which actually know Reddit and they like Reddit and us and stuff like that, if you could just, when videos get released, go over there and just when you see there is like a video of the guys posted and that like already got like, I don't know, a few downvotes, hey, just give him a thumbs up, maybe, because this downvoting bullshit really gets ridiculous meanwhile. So come on, I would understand the numbers of the downvote squad generated on a Reddit with around 600k Reddit subscribers, and that's also what like people mentioned when it in a recent contest. One guy wrote like he also managed a Reddit with that number, and he also was very baffled about the downvoting stuff. Anyway, okay, let me just cut it short here. If you are on Reddit as well, or if you really like Starmade or like us or stuff like that, just go there and, raise your opinion. Just vote up what you like and vote down what you don't like. You know what I mean? So if it would be a bigger Reddit, a few downvoters just would not make that an impact. Yeah, if you like the game, maybe just also go on Reddit, okay? So that's basically all I ask for, because that also already would even out the madness going on there. Really, hey, thanks for listening. If you have followed me up until here, I will continue the space station build now, having to do the doors thing, and maybe, hanging out with these guys in TeamSpeak. I hadn't had time for that in a while. And we are going to build a ship soon. New one. Yeah, I know that's not finished yet. And there's so many projects. I'm just trying to, there has to be stuff done, because right now I don't really have some decent defense. So we need to set up those a lot in this military section. And then we might have fun doing another ship build. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it. See you next time. Bye, guys.